From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into The Horse's Mouth here. Tommy Max, of course, at my bar, where everybody's welcome to have a seat and get a chance to tell their story. It's Biz Champions time, so Major Harding is here. Always great to have him here. We're brought to you by Foodies Care, a great organization that helps people that are hungry and that are homeless right here in Northeast Florida. Got a great show lined up for you today. Going to talk a little education, a little organization, and a little BLKOPS Foundation. See how that all came together? Yeah, it always does. Somehow on this show. So let's say hello to the panel. Up first is Rekita Brown. Hey, Rekita, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Great to see you from Genuinely Organized. You're my organizer.
Yes.
Tell us about your business and what you're doing.
So I am a professional organizer, and then I also am a senior move manager. I organize any room in the house, and I help seniors downsize, declutter, and help them settle in their new spaces.
So you're in a home for 20 years, and all the kids are gone, and now you got to figure out how to downsize, and
Yes.
you come in and say, I can help organize the whole thing.
Yes, I
Wow,
do
what a
just
service.
that. Yes.
Takes the pressure off the people that are
Yes.
trying to figure it out.
Yeah, it's amazing. I help them make those difficult decisions.
Right. Like what to keep and what to get rid of.
Yes. Yes.
It's amazing. Like all that time in a house, you don't realize till you got to move. Like, holy cow, there's a ton of stuff.
I hear that a lot. People are in their homes for so long, and they're like, I didn't realize I had so much stuff.
Yeah.
But it happens. It happens with myself. But I'm just one of those people that are I can just very easily get rid of things.
Do you help like executives that have to move suddenly, that kind of thing, like help them organize, or military that's coming in and out, what have you?
Yep. I've packed and unpacked,
Have you
for
really?
those, yes.
Wow.
Because I also offer those services as well.
What drew you to that line of work?
So I've been organized my entire life.
Okay.
And
Are you military?
no, I'm not. My dad is, my brother.
Okay. So
and
that's
son.
where May came in from.
But I don't know, I've been always pretty tidy, and when
Cool.
I worked in corporate America, I always set my desk up, not just to look neat, but just to make sure my day ran smooth.
Yeah.
And I just kind of took it all to the business side of it, and I left corporate, and
Good for you.
it's been
Nice to
on
leave
and
corporate.
popping. Yes, it is.
Since 2019, you said, right?
2019.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Rekita, great to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. All right, Lindsay Randall's up next. Hey, Lindsay.
Hey.
Cornerstone Classical Academy out there in St. John's Bluff. You guys are growing like crazy.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How long has the school been? Like, when was it founded? What year was that?
So we founded in 2018, but then we opened in 2020, which was a real exciting, fun year to start a school.
I know, right?
It was a wild year.
That is unbelievable. And you're almost up to 1,200 students. Is that correct?
Yep. So we started as a K to 6th grade,
Okay.
and then we're adding a grade every year till 12th. So next year we'll have VPK through 12th grade,
Okay.
full almost 1,200 students.
When you say Classical Academy, is that more towards the curriculum that's being taught, or just the whole environment, if you will? What's that all about?
The whole environment. So classical education is traditional American education.
Okay.
So it started with the Greeks and the Romans. So this is nothing we invented.
Okay.
This is how every American used to be taught.
Okay.
So until the progressives took over in the early 1900s, this was how Americans learned in the classroom and even at home.
Yep.
So instead of having a siloed approach, which is how I was taught, how most Americans are taught now, we do cross curriculum. So if you're learning something, let's say in history class, you're also learning about it in literature.
Gotcha.
On that time period. You might be reciting a poem from that time period. You're studying it in art.
Okay.
So it all makes sense.
Yeah. I always apologize to my oldest daughter for yelling at her during math homework. I'm like, you don't do it that way. She's like, Dad, that's the way. I'm like, don't do it that way. But I have to. No, you don't. Do it. It's so simple.
Exactly.
It was unbelievable. Like, they try to change math, and everyone's heads just went boom.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? All right, what else do you guys offer as far as like extracurricular? I know you built a football stadium. I remember that.
We do.
I was visiting the school prior to that. Tell us about all the other extracurricular you guys offer.
Yeah, we do all the arts. We have music. We have chorus. We have theater.
Awesome.
We have sports. Pretty much any sport. We just added wrestling, and we went to states. Actually, the first year we had a wrestling team.
So cool.
So we have tackle football. We have cheerleading. We have 120 baby cheerleaders even, and they're the cutest little cheerleaders in the whole school. But we basically, if there's a child that wants something, we really try to provide it. So we have tons of clubs. We have debate. We have a yearbook staff. They just gave us this whole proposal. Me and Edie, our executive director, a proposal about what they want for next year, what their plan is for the next year, which is the last year that our seniors will be there, and the first graduating class.
Wow,
and Edie and I are crying. I mean, it was so beautiful with those kids, and it's basically a roadmap of where we've been and where we're headed, and it's really beautiful.
A dream coming true.
It is. It really is.
A lot of hard work.
A lot of hard work.
And a lot of red tape, I'm sure.
Yes.
Good.
A lot of red tape and a lot of gray hair.
Absolutely. So real quick, how do kids get enrolled at your school? Is it public, private? How do they have to audition, or how do they get into
It's completely tuition free, and if you live in the state of Florida, anyone can apply.
Okay.
And then we're lottery based. So we do have preferences. If you live in Duval County, you get a preference versus St. Johns County. But if you're willing to transport your child to the school, you can do it.
That is great.
And I started this with no experience. I had no education background.
Really?
I just wanted it for my girls, so I
That's
started
so cool.
it around my kitchen table
That's
in
your why.
Jacksonville Beach. Yes.
Everybody has their why, right?
Yeah.
You figure it out. That's great. Well, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks
good
for
to
having
have you.
me.
All right, Daniel Flint, what's up? Welcome back.
Tom.
Black Ops Operation. I'll say hi to Major. How are you, Maj?
I'm good, Tom.
Good to see you, brother.
You too, bro.
All right, talk to us about Black Ops. Man. What are you guys
So
up to?
last time we had a chat at Lynch's Bar, we were still waiting to hear back to see if Major Capers was gonna, the Bill
That's
33 was going to be signed. So I proudly to announce back on March 26th that President Trump signed Bill 3377, which now authorizes him to now give Major Capers the Congressional Medal of Honor for his actions in Phu in Vietnam in 1967.
Wow.
For most people that have not heard the story, he was wounded 17 times in combat. He was part of Team Broad-Minded. He's going to be the first Black Marine Corps officer to be awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor.
Wow.
And it's just, part of those injuries that he sustained was he broke his leg during that engagement as well. Just a phenomenal human being, 88 years old. And what our foundation has been doing with David Bull-Griffin of United American Patriots has been advocating on the Major's behalf for the past couple of years, kicking over every rock, talking to the guys that would serve with Major Capers. A lot of those guys are not around anymore, so a lot of that goes in is you have to get firsthand accounts, to verifications, the whole process you got to go through. But we're proud to say we finally got it over the hill, and Congressman Ralph Norman was huge in getting that across the field.
Yeah.
And now we're just waiting on a date. We're just waiting on a date for the Major's ceremony, and we're looking forward to sitting there and actually getting him. After the original engagement, he was awarded the Bronze Star. Later, it was upgraded to a Silver Star. But it's a lot of things get lost in the mix with that. So we've been advocating for this for the last over 50 years as people have been pushing for this. But and I've done a lot of the advocacy right here with you guys, right here with Buzz Media. So I can't thank you guys enough for helping me get that story out. So I also serve on the board of directors for the Black Ops History Foundation. So what we do is we elevate, empower, and educate kids within the community, teaching the stories of special operations from World War II all the way to present-day military operations. So. Kids don't know it. I mean, these are the silent professionals that went behind the lines that people you've never heard of.
Right.
We all see, like they'll get like Tuskegee Airmen, they'll get they'll get the Band of Brothers guys. But when you say like the Triple Nickels, who were they? They were the Black paratroopers that they never went over combat, but they had over 1,200 confirmed jumps in fighting forest fires on the West Coast during the war. It's what they were doing. Yeah. And we actually 5 Americans actually were killed in Bly, Oregon, when Japanese firebombs that they were sending them overseas. They were launching them from Japan, and they were coming over. And one dropped, and a preacher's wife and 5 kids went out there. They were sitting there. Yeah. And it detonated and they died. So we actually had Americans were killed on home soil during World War II. And a lot of people don't even realize that. And these guys were there jumping out of the airplanes, putting these fires out. So part of what our foundation does is working with the clothing brand Triple Nickel is we elevate, empower, and educate that history wherever we go. We just conducted a major road show here in conjunction with Duval County Public Schools, and 250 kids. Next year, we're doing it with 500 students.
Cool.
One day is going to be dedicated to ROTC students. Next day is going to be dedicated to, a standard normal student. I don't like standard students that are in grades 9-12 that we're going to bring in and just give them that education. Phyllis Wilson, president of Women's Veteran Memorial Foundation, will be in attendance with us as well, and various others. But it's absolutely amazing watching these kids light up.
Nice.
You know, Mage, every time we have military men and women, it's just, and you can, I was
Such a
watching you
diverse
two listen,
panel.
you guys are like,
Marine Corps,
Marine
right.
kind of story.
Everything.
Well, we all are. Like, when we hear those stories, we don't hear them enough. Like, that is true, like courage and bravery, and like, for your country, like, you can't even describe what that
Such a
actually
diverse
means.
panel too, organizational skills, educational skills,
Yep.
Black Ops skills, military background stuff, and it all gets blended together, and the chemistry, and you bring it all on. So
Absolutely. All right, well, since we're talking military, let's honor the military.
Yes.
And do you have somebody in your life, or, maybe an uncle or mother, mom, dad, whatever, that you'd like to speak of real quick? Do you have anybody in mind?
Oh, my dad.
Your dad.
He's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah, he has instilled
served
so
for-
much. Yes, he did. He
That's
was
right, you said that. What branch?
Army.
Army.
Yeah. But
Wow.
he didn't retire from the military, but
It's okay, yeah.
but he did serve.
Cool.
He was in the war, but now he's good. He's retired, and
Oh,
he's enjoying life.
that is great. Tell them hello from us, please.
Yeah, I will.
No, that's fantastic. We love our military.
Oh,
Lindsay, how about you?
That's
Do you have
awesome.
anybody in mind?
Yeah, my grandpa served. He went to the Naval Academy and served. He flew P-3s in the Cold War, was spying on subs.
Wow.
And so he was in for 31 years
Okay.
before he retired.
Wow.
So,
Nice.
yeah, so
That's
he was
incredible.
my hero. He's since gone on to heaven. So,
God
and I
bless
know
him.
I'll see him again one day.
That's
but
right.
will.
he
We will.
was a hero for
That's
sure.
awesome.
Still a
Such
hero in my
great
book.
Yeah, no doubt. How about you?
Give a
I'm sure
huge
you got
shout
a
out
bunch.
my daughter.
Yeah.
She's
Oh.
she
nice.
just she graduated boot camp in September. Now she's
Wow.
she got pulled out of AIT school to go to First Group Special Forces. So now she's at Joint Base Lewis McChord out in Seattle. She's this week she's in a field training exercise. So she calls me Monday. She's like, "Yeah, you're not going to hear from me until Friday." And I was like, "Why? We're in the field." Okay, no said.
Yeah.
So it's just like, but I couldn't be prouder of her. She's
bet.
carrying on such a long legacy and heritage. The majority of work I do is with special operators, and
Yeah.
a lot of those guys have told their stories, and women as well. Shirley Baez is one of the amazing special operator that sits on the board of our foundation. Shirley has been just such a great mentor to my daughter, and it's just sitting there going through because being a female in special operations, you don't hear those stories either.
No,
and,
right.
and those are
Yeah.
things like
Yeah.
women can be in women can be in combat. There's some
yes.
there are some amazing
Heck
women
yeah.
that have been in combat,
bet.
and I just like
I bet.
it's so in awe when you sit there. I get to talk to these people a lot,
Yeah.
and I sometimes Shirley's like family, and she's been mentoring my daughter going through this
So
process, and the Special Operations Command is something all unto itself. But I'm so proud of her to be able
That's
to
great.
be out there with that.
That's a great one right there. How about you, man?
I've got 3.
Okay.
My grandfather, my mother's dad, World War One.
Whoa.
World War One.
Wow.
Like just, yeah, it doesn't come out like that. My mom's brother, Fred, served in Green Berets in Vietnam.
There you go.
And then my dad was a JAG officer. Came
Oh,
right out of
really?
law school,
Wow. Nice.
went to the Army, was a JAG officer, later became a circuit judge here and then Supreme Court justice, and just retired. He's 90, just retired at 85 from practicing law. So
That is
Wow.
great.
Good for him.
God bless them all.
And then my son too.
Okay.
Yeah, son and brother.
That is
But my son is
fantastic.
a Marine.
Yep.
And
You can name more than one. It's,
yeah,
yes.
He broke the rules.
I know. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm only kidding.
I'm a rule
But
breaker.
yeah, no. When he's mentioned his daughter, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, Trey did.
There you go.
Yeah, but
That is great.
he's a good kid. He
Yep.
did military. He did 4 years, and then and he cooked there. So now he's actually the kitchen manager here at BB's.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
All right. Very cool.
Yeah,
Well, my father served, my mom served, and my oldest brother served. So,
Wow.
nice.
yeah, and both my parents have passed into heaven. So, I'll see them again.
You will.
I'm sure they're at the Officers Club having a good old time. There, no doubt about it. All right, guys, thanks so much for being here.
You're welcome.
Really
Thank
appreciate it.
you.
Great panel, as always, right here on the Horse's Mouth. Make sure you go to the Daily News Network website, dailynewsnetwork.com. You'll see this episode. Scroll down. You see all the names on the panel. Just click on them. You'll go right to their profiles and see how you can, what they're doing and how maybe you can get in touch with them. Until next time, stay safe and be cool out there. We'll see you right here on the Horse's Mouth. Cheers.